Hey, what's up, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel, The Scorpion Effect. If you are new here, then welcome. If you are returning, welcome, welcome, welcome. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm still new here on YouTube, and I'm trying to build my community and would love to get to 100 subscribers by next week. And I know you all can help me get there. I'm excited for today's read. We are reading for one of my favorite fire signs, Leo. So this will be Leo's July love reading. But keep in mind, Leo, that this is timeless. So whenever you see it, if it's after July, it's fine. It's timeless. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Remember, this is a general love reading for Leo. So it's not going to resonate for everyone. As much as I would love for it to, it just won't. But let's get started. All right away, Leo, we do have the Page of Swords in the upright. So with the Page of Swords here, your mind is buzzing. You're watching, questioning, and observing everything right now, just like a Leo. Your trust may be on shaky ground with your partner. You want clarity, but you're not sure how to really fully put into words what you want to say or what you want to ask. I feel like with the Page of Swords being here, the relationship may have had very vague moments where you don't have as much clarity as you would like. And with the page here, with the Page of Swords too, this is a young, spunky energy. You just want to get to know your partner a little bit better. You want to get to know the situation a little bit better. And I feel like you may have been beating yourself up for not taking the time to ask the proper questions before you put your heart out there. But right now you don't have all the answers. And you really don't know how to go about getting the answers you want. I feel like no matter how you talk to this person, or no matter how nice you come to this person or level-headed you come to this person, you may not be getting the answers you want the way you want, and you may be feeling a little confused. The communication is lacking here with the page being here, and right next to it you do have the Ten of Swords. I mean, not Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands, excuse me. You have the Ten of Wands in the upright. Whenever I see this, especially in the emotions or in the heart position, you've carried the emotional load in this connection for far too long. Your heart feels pressure and you may be reaching your breaking point here. I feel like you tend to give a lot in relationships, Leo. You tend to have enough love for the both of you. This is that kind of card. Like, I have enough love, I have enough energy, I have enough everything for the both of us. But it's gotten to a point where you're starting to feel the neglect of the relationship. You're starting to feel the weight of the world from this relationship. And it's become more of a burden than anything. And you're questioning whether or not it's really worth it. And you're trying to keep your thoughts, lighthearted. You're trying not to feel the heaviness of this 10 mentally, but in your heart you feel it. In your heart you know you deserve more, you want more. With the Ten of Swords, I don't know why I keep wanting to say Ten of Swords. With the Ten of Wands here, this love is starting to feel like a burden. It's not feeling like it once did. Like, once upon a time there was a lot of passion here. Once upon a time there was a lot of love and energy, but now it's not really being reciprocated. It's feeling very one-sided. And you're showing up here, Wands is fire. You could also be dealing with a fire sign person. You could also be dealing with an earth sign person. But I do feel like you've cut this person off, and that's why you're curious about what they have going on. You're curious about how you should maybe approach the conversation, because they do have the Five of Pentacles here. So you left someone out in the cold. You're not talking to someone right now. I feel like there may be even some blockages If you haven't blocked this person, you're just ignoring their text messages or their phone calls right now because you feel like talking to them is going to be emotionally too much for you right now. And you're really trying to get your thoughts together. You're really trying to find level ground here, because as a fire sign, you don't like being in this 10 of Wands energy. You like to feel lighthearted and bubbly. Leos like to have a lot of fun. And this is exact opposite of that. And Spirit is saying you shouldn't be doing all the emotional labor in a relationship. And with this card being here, Spirit is also saying to know your worth, know your value, Leo. Stop putting everyone, because I don't feel like this is just your lover. I feel like for whoever this is, you put yourself last a lot. You may be putting your kids first, your family first, your lover first, work first, but you are feeling the effects of that. And Spirit is saying it's okay to not take on everything. You weren't put on this earth to take on every responsibility. You weren't put on this earth to take on all the emotional labor. You were not put on this earth to feel the burdens of other people's responsibility and for other people's lack of responsibility. This is saying that you've done enough. You've done enough. Now it's time for you to get your reward, Leo. Now it's time for you to feel the fruits of your labor by all the people in your life, including your lover. And I understand how it goes. Sometimes when you're in a relationship, Leo, you don't see how much you're doing because you want to do it, and you're just reciprocating your love to this person, and you want to go above and beyond. But once it's not being reciprocated, it starts to feel like a burden. So I understand. We all have gone through that, at some point. And here we do have for the advice the 8 of Wands. So Spirit is saying it's time to reignite that fire that's in you. And this is your card, the Ace of Wands. This is fire here. This is Spirit saying, pour more into yourself. This is all about you right now, Leo. A passionate new beginning is possible, but you have to choose yourself first. And Spirit is saying you won't be able to find someone who's going to reciprocate the love if you're doing all the work and you're not really speaking up like you're supposed to. You have to be clear in your messages, Leo. You have to be clear in what you want. You have to be clear in your actions. So your actions can't say one thing and then, your mouth say another thing. You talk a good game, but you're not really putting the action behind it. You may say, I'm not going to be doing this. I'm not going to be doing that. I need more from you. Or I'm not talking to you anymore. Or I'm going to, walk away from the situation. But Spirit is saying no matter what, even if you get another new love interest here, which I do feel like you're going to get someone new. There is going to be something new if you decide to. We all have free will. This is a sign of someone new coming in, also having a new way of thinking. But Spirit is saying in order for you to have a successful love life, you need to do things differently. You need a new beginning in your mind mentally. You need to rethink how you handle love and relationships and put yourself first. I feel like you always start off putting yourself first, Leo, but then over time, you start to put more into the relationship, because a lot of times when we're not being fed in a relationship, we feel like, oh, if we do more, if we put more, if we do more, we'll be able to, maybe they'll be able to see your value, your worth, because they'll see all that you're putting in. But no, people are takers a lot of times. People, not saying all, but in this case, your person or the person you're here for has taken advantage, and you're feeling it now. And you want something new. You're You're tired of this. You want new movement, new action, new energy. You know, you want this person to plan the dates. You want this person to take the initiative. You want to feel special in this connection. You want to be thought of without having to nudge them or ask them. You want to be able to get that spontaneous text or phone call that says, hey, meet me at such and such. Get dressed up and meet me at such and such at 6 o'clock. You know, you want that. You want that spontaneous new love feeling, that new partnership. And you want action behind the words, because you're tired of hearing all the stuff, but there's no action. And Spirit is saying that you need to love on you, put this fire, this action back into yourself, get a new way of thinking, Leo, and get out of this Ten of Wands energy, because you are worth so much more, Leo. You have so much to offer. You have so much to give. Don't allow this Ten of Wands to make you feel unworthy, because you are worthy, and you know that. You're a Leo. Leos are all about pampering themselves and buying themselves nice things and taking themselves on nice dinners. You all are fire signs. Fire signs are very extravagant. You all love the finer things in life, and I love that about Leos. I love how fancy you all are. And Spirit is saying to get back to what makes you feel alive again, Leo, and that is pouring into you. You know, you've given enough so far. Okay. Excuse me. Choking off my own spit here. What is going on? Maybe your person is having a hard time really talking. Sometimes when I get these blockages in my throat when I'm reading, I usually associate it with the energies around me. But your person does have the Five of Pentacles in the upright, so they are feeling left out in the cold. You may have them blocked right now. You're not speaking to them, or they are not speaking to you. I feel like you're not speaking to them, and that's why you're curious about what they're thinking right now. They feel left out. They do feel like they don't know how to come back from you. They don't know how to come back from this distance. I feel like you told this person what you had to say, and they know they have to show up. They know they can't just keep talking a good game, and this person doesn't know how to come back to you authentically. I feel like they feel like no matter what they say or no matter what they do, you may not want to hear it. You could be dealing with an earth sign person, possibly a Virgo here, but it could be, I'm seeing a lot of signs. I'm feeling a lot of signs here too. I'm also getting some Scorpio energy too, some Gemini energy. You could be dealing with someone younger as well. If they're not younger, they could just be very immature in how they think. But they are feeling the effects of not talking to you. I also feel like this person cut you off first. I feel like this person may have had shoddy communication, and now that the roles are flipped, they can't handle it. They are definitely sad over not talking to you. It's a mixture of them not having control anymore. I feel like this person had more control before, and they felt more stable because of the control they had, but now you're moving in a way they're not used to. They're not used to you not talking to them, and they don't like it here, Leo. They're used to you maybe compromising with them and giving them leeway, or hearing them out, or letting a few days pass and you all like get over it. Like they're used to something being swept under the rug, and now you're not. You've made it very clear that they can't play with you anymore. You made it very clear that you want something new, that you are tired of this Ten of Wands energy, and you are tired of not being able to really speak your truth the way you want to, because I do feel like this person gives you the runaround when you talk to them, and that may be why your mental is in this curious state, but it's also because you haven't talked to them. I do feel like for whoever this is, you're not really speaking to them. I feel like you may be just watching them, right now, but you're not really talking to them. And they want to be out of this Five of Pentacles energy with you. They do want to get out of it. They do want to talk to you. But I still feel like even if they talk to you, I feel like it's out of control. You know, it's not saying that they don't care for you, but I do feel like they want to come out of this because their ego is a little bruised and they want to control the narrative. They want to control the situation. I feel like they're used to being the one to make the decisions on. I think they're used to being the one cutting people off and not being cut off here. But they do have the devil in the reverse, and I like seeing the devil in reverse, especially in their feelings in the heart position. They are trying to break free of whatever toxic patterns they have. They know they're toxic. They know they need to change with this devil in reverse, which is very good. There could have been a codependency here where I feel like this person was dependent on your emotional labor. All of your labor. I don't feel like it was just one source. I do feel like this person definitely relied on you way too much and put all their burdens on you. And they are realizing that they put you through too much. They may have had way too many expectations of you that are just not realistic in a relationship. For instance, if they need certain advice about family or like childhood trauma, because I am sensing some childhood trauma here, instead of going to a therapist or talking to someone in their family or really healing, they put all of that on you. You know, always relying on you to be an ear, to give them advice, to help them. And they do know that this is someone who used to be the main character, who was the puppet master. And they know that they can't be the main character in this anymore. That's what got them cut off, because them being the main character in this relationship has burdened you. It's made you feel left out. It's made you feel alone in this. But with the devil being in reverse, they are taking away some toxic habits. They could have had a drug habit, an alcohol addiction. They could have just been addicted to you. Could have had sexual desires and addictions here. Like, this person definitely has some strong sexual energy here with you. But since it's not being reciprocated, you're not feeling it like you used to. And they know that. They know they have to change their ways. They know that the way they were doing things before was toxic. They definitely know. They're recognizing the manipulation they've put you through, and they know they've been manipulative to you. They're feeling the guilt. They know it, but I feel like they're only feeling that because you left them out in the cold, because you put your foot down, Leo. Because you told them, like, look, I'm not playing these games with you anymore. I'm tired. You're not bringing anything to the table. You know, everything you bring is becoming depressing. At one point, you didn't mind being Dr. Phil. You know, you didn't mind being a therapist, and you didn't mind being their mother, their everything. Now, take the energies as they may. It's no gender here. I just use mother. But you may have been tired of being their father, their mother, feeling like you were their mother or their father. Like, you cut this person off because you wanted more. You were tired of feeling used in this connection. And you didn't like the codependency because it was one-sided. This is a very one-sided energy. But there has been a wake-up call with this Five of Pentacles. You had to step in and cut them off. And I feel like Spirit came in and gave you, maybe shown you something that you didn't see before. But whatever it is, you definitely, you cut them off. You taught them a lesson here. All right, now, we do have the Knight of Wands. You definitely could be dealing with another fire sign person here. It could be a younger energy or just someone who is immature. The Knight of Wands is a very fast-moving, rushing in energy. They may be rushing in, but there's a very inconsistent energy surrounding this. Like, that's the energy I'm picking up from this overall is a very impulsive and in and out energy. Because you cut this person off, they're in their head. You know, they don't, their ego is bruised and they don't like being cut off. They're very curious about what you have going on. They may be afraid that you're seeing someone else. This person may not want to let you go because they don't want anyone else to have you, but they're not really stepping up to do more. I do like that the devil in the reverse is here. You could be dealing with a Scorpio too. I do like that it's here. You could be dealing with a Capricorn too. I'm sorry, excuse me, a Capricorn. I do like that it's in the reverse, but how long did it take them to get to this point here? I feel like you've all been dealing with each other for a long time. But their desire is strong here. But the follow through, it needs work. Like, I don't feel like this person is very consistent. And I do feel like this person may have other suitors as well. Sometimes I go off the energies I get and not always the cards, but I am feeling like this person hasn't been 100% with you. And now that they know they can lose you, I feel like they're going to pull out all the stops to get you back. But Spirit is saying you have to watch this person's actions, because this is not consistent energy. Not at all. This is someone who's very impulsive. This is someone who wants their way. And this is someone who is definitely ego-driven as well. So, you know, be mindful of that, Leo, whoever this person is. And at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Star card, which I love the Star card. I love it in the upright. I love it in the reverse because it's always still a positive card. But the overall energy, there needs to be some healing here. You both feel a strong connection to each other, and you both want it to work. The overall energy, the bottom of the deck, the Star, is very positive. It's very positive. But I feel like this person only got there, your person only got there because you cut them off. I don't feel like they got here on their own. You know, you put your foot down, you made maybe even some ultimatums, and this person knows they need to change in order to have more with you. But there is a sense of hope surrounding this relationship. There is I feel like both of you need to realize how worthy you are in this connection, because you are lacking confidence here. Your person is lacking confidence. Like, I feel like your person is very codependent, and they may require a lot out of their partners without giving too much, because I don't feel like they are giving a lot. But there is hope here. I do feel like this is a temporary separation if you all are separated, because the Star card being here is also saying that before you all can take that next leap and really dive deep into this relationship, it needs to be more aligned. There needs to be more balance. I'm surprised the Temperance didn't come out in this. There needs to be more alignment with the head, the heart, and spirit. Because right now, the head and the heart is not aligned in this relationship. The emotions and the mental is not aligned right now, Leo. I hope this is resonating for someone. Please leave a comment for me and let me know. We're going to pull some more cards. As you know, I do not like shuffling on camera. I did pre-shuffle these cards. We're going to pull from our Burning Heart Love Oracle deck just to get some more clarity. All right. All right. I do like the cards I'm seeing so far. I bet they do want to make things right now that you've cut their butts off. Try not to curse. Okay, I'm trying to Trying to use my words wisely here. All right. Okay. So we have for you, I'm ready to take my mask off. So this does correlate with the page because you're tired of being curious. You're tired of having, this vague communication or this vague stance with you all, and you're ready to have a real conversation. You're tired of masking. Also, this could be saying that for some of you, not all of you, maybe you're ready to just curse this person out. I do feel some aggression here in this card. Like, I'm ready to go off on this person. I'm tired of playing nice. I'm tired of playing dumb with this person. You could be feeling like you were very foolish. This person played in your face, and you're ready to, really show them that fire that's in you. Now, for some of you, you may have been holding back in this relationship, but I don't think so, because with you having the 10 of Wands here, you haven't held back. Maybe you just haven't said all the things you want to say, but this is you want to get something off your chest here. I feel like there's a necessary conversation that needs to be had. I also feel like you have questions about something, maybe something in particular. Maybe this person did something, or the timeline doesn't add up and you need answers for something that happened. But you're ready to take this mask off. You're ready to stop pretending with them, or not even pretending. You're tired of playing nice with this person, and you're ready for real answers, real communication. You've been patient with them far too long, Leo. And you must really like this person, because Leos, if they're very patient with you, that says a lot. Because usually a Leo will cut you off so quick. They will cut you off so quick. I don't know how to handle my emotions right now. So yeah, you are feeling burdened by this. I don't feel like you've been able to express your emotions the way you want to, because I feel like every time you have a problem, your person may have problems that seem bigger, or they may override how you feel, or they may dismiss how you feel because they're like, oh, but I'm going through this right now. And you're tired of feeling like your emotions don't matter. And that's why you don't know how to handle them, because maybe you've bottled them up for a while, especially with I'm ready to take my mask off. I feel like fire signs in general are really good at, pretending everything is good to get along until they're not. And Spirit is saying, if your partner is not holding space for you to express yourself, they're not worth it, babe. They're not worth it. You shouldn't feel like, I don't know how to handle my emotions right now. You should be able to talk to your person and them value what you have to say, and allow you to be emotional in an emotional state. And I just don't feel like you feel as comfortable, because they may be very judgmental or very dismissive to your feelings as well. And you deserve better than that, Leo. Don't accept the bare minimum. Don't accept someone dismissing you. And look, you're realizing it. I realize all the mistakes I've made. Not putting yourself first, not speaking up, taking on all the burdens. So you are learning, and you want something new. You don't want to deal with this anymore. Even though I don't feel like this is 100% over, you may temporarily walk away from this person because you know that giving your all, or taking on all of their burdens was a mistake. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel right. Something is off about this connection, and you were right. But don't beat yourself up, Spirit is saying. Spirit is saying to learn from this and put yourself first. You can be your own new beginning. Whatever creative passion you have that you're trying to get off the ground, whatever business you're trying to get off the ground, or whatever hobbies you're trying to get off the ground, whatever it is that makes you feel whole, whatever new venture you want to take it. Take it. Realize the mistakes you've made, heal from those mistakes, and go on mentally with this new beginning. Look at your situation as a learning point, and don't look at it as a failure. Don't look at it as you've made these mistakes, because mistakes are just here to teach us lessons, babe. You're not supposed to hold on to that stuff, okay, Leo? So Spirit is saying to take this time to value yourself. And the moment you start putting yourself first, something new will come along. You definitely have something new coming along. And yeah, you cutting this person off, and you know, they're finally realizing they need to make things right. But it took for you not talking to them. Do you really want to be with somebody who you have to cut off, who you got to cuss out, who you got to fuss with, to feel, to see your value here, Leo? That's not fair to you. I'm glad that this person had a turning point. I'm glad they, you know, were able to see that they need to make things right, because they know they were wrong. They know they're wrong. They know that they can't be the main character in this relationship anymore. They know they have to give. They know they need an equal give and take, and they know they can't show up with the bare minimum anymore. You're not allowing it. I'm sorry I couldn't be what you needed me to be. So yeah, wow. You know what? When I pulled this card, I didn't really fully read it because I was mostly looking at these cards. For whatever reason, when it's the lover or the other person, I don't read them as thoroughly when I'm pulling them. But wow, this actually is a good clarifier for the devil in reverse, because it does match this, because the devil in the reverse wants change. The devil in reverse, they want to break free of their old way of thinking. I'm sorry I couldn't be what you needed me to be, but I also feel like this person still has so much work to do, Leo. I do feel like this has shaken the table. It has woken them up. They definitely have an epiphany going on. But they really need to do the work. And they are sorry, but allow them to say they're sorry to you. Allow them to do all the talking if you decide to talk to them again, which I do feel like you will give them a chance when you all talk. Don't say much. Let them apologize. Let them say what they need to, and then you can go off on them. You can go off on them and let them know how you've been feeling. But Spirit is also saying not to go off. In order for you to get your point across to this person, you need to have a gentle approach. And that gentle approach isn't for you, Leo. Isn't for them. It's for you, Leo. Because this person they get off. It's a power trip seeing you cuss and fuss and act crazy. So be very calm when you do speak to this person. Don't give them too much energy. Just be very calm, very cool, very collected, and be very intentional in the way you speak to them. Don't show a lot of emotion. Because this person will confuse you going off and cursing them out as, oh, I can still get away with this in and out energy because I still got them on the hook. They still press for me. But the moment you give them, real calm, blah energy, it leaves them confused, But let them apologize. Let them say what needs to be said, because they owe you an apology. I do feel that up and down here. And I do feel like this person, they do see how much you carry in this relationship. They know that you are the reason why the relationship stayed afloat. They know you've given more than what they have, and they know you deserve better as well, Leo. And I do feel like they're going to try to put in the work, but I don't see them. This is not an overnight thing. This is going to take a little while. I underestimated how important you are in my life. So yeah, them running back in is because they don't want to lose you. But I do feel like this person is doing it for some selfish reasons. I do feel like this person doesn't want to see you with anyone else. They have a sexual connection with you. There's a bond here between you both. But I feel like this person wants to still be able to do what they want. They don't want to lose you to someone else. So they may put in the work for a little bit of time just to get you back. But Spirit is saying, make sure this person is consistent. Because with the Knight of Wands here, that's that can be an inconsistent in and out energy here. Especially with them being really impulsive. I'm glad it's in the upright and not in the reverse, because that would be a whole nother story. But they do understand, sorry for the glare, they do understand how important you were. They know you help lighten their load mentally, emotionally, and they definitely needed you during this time. But now Spirit is saying to put yourself first, Leo. You do have an opportunity for something new to come along. But until you start putting yourself first and lighting the fire back into your own soul, you're not going to be able to get the love you want. So please put yourself first, Leo. And continue to keep this person at bay. Watch them. Spirit is saying to watch this person and stay hopeful with the star here. Stay positive with the star here. Because whenever we have negative thoughts, it will play out in the energy. So keep your thoughts positive. Watch this person. Make sure they put in the work, Leo. Yeah, those are the messages I have for you. Hopefully this resonated for someone. Please let me know in the comments. I tried to make it a little bit broader, but this just feels like I'm only getting one storyline from this. So please let me know. Hopefully this did resonate for someone, and hopefully it does make sense for someone. But anyway, until the next time, you all have a wonderful day. Bye.